Welcome everyone. We are looking at another watch review, and it's again Citizen. It's a very interesting model. It's CB0020-50E. I mean, you see it in the description, but anyway, I used it as a comparison to one of the divers that I used to make before, that I made before the video. Okay, if we look at this one, by the way, just to mention that this watch, I'm selling it. You can find the description in the video below, the link on Gumtree. The original price is like £260 or something, which is a lot, but it's not a bad watch. And you can see the offer. I've put a lot of price down because I just want to get rid of it. I don't know, I'm bored of it now. Now, if we look at it, they call it also as a pilot or atomic watch or world watch, just because you can see the bezel with some cities where you can compare the time zones, and when you travel it automatically updates because it's radio controlled. You have status. I don't know if I put the light, it's gonna be better, or maybe yes. Okay, you have the status for radio signal receiving, and what else is that? A sapphire crystal, which is not so secure. I want to make everyone aware of that because it fell off the height of a pocket and it just splashed in the tiles when I was working, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 scratches here. So it's 4 dots. It's not that visible. When you go in detail to it, then you'll see them. Okay, what else is that? Stainless steel bracelet, which I took off 2 or 3 links so I can measure my wrist because I'm a bit shitty skinny. It has 200 meters water resistance, or 20 bars, non-diver's watch. Bear in mind, because that's the difference. When you can do snorkeling with it, you can dive with it, but without non-scuba diving, you can swim with it, shower, all that stuff, but you can't go more than, say, 5-10 meters, I would say. Shoot resistant up until there. And the bezel is non-rotatable. Still, it's quite good, interesting, because it has that sort of smart, complex outlook, and at the same time it's simple. Just has few things. It has a 6 months power reserve, and it's eco drive, powered by light, of course. Any type of light. I think UV light. Some of them, those light bulbs, the old style. I don't think it's gonna take any charge from it, but anyway. Okay, so now if we go into detail as a beginning for 200 meter watch, because I have another one. This one is slightly thinner. I don't know what this. I'll put in the description. I don't know what the thickness is, but it's quite thin when you put it for the complexity of the watch. It looks from far away. It looks like a nice watch. Then it gives away a second color, slightly grayish, bright black, which I hate. I like it when it's in when it's indoors, and it gives a different look. When it's on the sun, it's disgusting look, which probably you'll get used to. It's something like this. This I really don't like, but anyway, personal choice. Sapphire crystal, which I already mentioned, is not that secure. I used to put a foam protector, then mark it, and use the scissors and cut it, and actually helped. Then it just slipped off. I removed it, and I just kept on like this because I thought sapphire was trusty. Fuck it, it's not. Now the stainless steel is not bad. It's Jubilee bracelet. I don't know. I think it's 20 millimeters. It has a lot of scratches. As you can see, because I've been using it for 1 year. Been practically anywhere. Swimming in the river, my villages. Been traveling with it. Okay, 6 month power reserve. Okay, it has a warning for insufficient charge if it does every ticks for 2 seconds, and it also has what was it, preventing overcharge, and it has 6 months power reserve, which means you can leave it in the drawer just for 6 months and continue on keeping charging. Okay, the lume for that watch is not as bright, is as long lasting as the other one video that you will see with the diver's watch, Citizen, but this one is not as bright. I'll show you now. It doesn't have the Nighthawk mark on it, which I suppose is just to make sure it's bright, but not bright enough. I don't know. That's how they've designed it. Okay. Mainly is the hour and the minute hand and the 12 and 6 o'clock that are a bit extra bright. In the dark you can see. Otherwise, forget it. In the night, it's enough when you wake up to see the lume, so you can distinguish what the time is. In the very, very dark, when you just wake up and your eyes are still sensitive to the light. Now, it's very easy to change the radio signal. I mean, to receive radio signal, you just have to press. First of all, you're gonna press that button, just to give you a rough overview how to use it. That means no, which means in the past 24 hours or a few hours, it hasn't received any signal. It's tried to connect, but it hasn't received any signal because it tries every few hours. If you that continues after 10 seconds on a basic normal time. If you hold it, it's gonna look that as receiving because it's on RX. Is it okay? RX and no. RX means it's trying to look for signal, but you should keep the watch static. You shouldn't move it. You should keep it in somewhere nearby a window, away from all electronic devices. I have a laptop here. Probably is going to be bothering, but anyway, just wanted to show you. The date window is not that bad because it's not white and then black figures. It's just black and white. I mean, for me, it's more visible. Okay. What else? 200 meters that I said. It's not bad for swimming, snorkeling, or just scuba dive-less diving. And you have another thing. Yes, with this is a non-screw down crown. If you pull it once, bear in mind the time keeps going. So you can choose now the time zone. You see, I've done London or England or whatever. Because even if you are in Spain, if the time zone is 0, which you can see here, you have the hours. Even if it's not the town, you have the hours. You can go to 1, 2, makes this thing click. Then you can go back to it, depending on what the country is. Every time you travel, you just arrive, you just land, you do this, tap, and you continue with the time, and you just set and done. You don't have to worry to pull out, rotate, all that stuff. It's automatic, it's very easy. That's one good thing that I like. I don't like that I didn't have any chronograph, but probably it's difficult for that design. You have a power daylight saving time, which is then, I don't know why they call it like this, but it's just because it has what was that thing? Every time in March and September, the end of the month where you change the time back forwards 1 hour. That's one thing that does automatically. It has a perpetual calendar, and it receives radio control. It's trying to do it automatically, the watch, every around 1:30 to 2 o'clock in the night. If it doesn't receive, it'll try the next 2-4 hours, and then on and on and on. I think it might do it, in my personal experience, it might do it 1 or 2 more times after it doesn't receive, then it will stop until the next 24-hour count comes. But anyway, it's just a very precise watch. One thing you can rely on this, accuracy. It's like a millisecond, 1 second in 50,000 years. They said it's atomic watch. Citizen, by the way, are the first watches to create atomic watch to receive radio signal, and they're very accurate. You can rely on accuracy plus minus 1 second, not more than that. I can assure you that. It's very an atomic watch. They say that in the temperature changes, they don't change the speed of the ticking of the time. I don't know what that thing is. You can dig up a little more to find out, but anyway, it's not a bad watch. It gives a complex expression. Then at the same time, when you look in depth, it's just, towns, cities, radio signal, some info bits here, and that's it. It's a good watch. It's a good watch. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. It's just a basic review, and yeah, you can put comments on below. And it's not about watching. It's not about. But I'm just bored of it. I prefer. I'll make another video of another Citizen which I really prefer because it has some more details and specs, as tachymeter, all the other stuff that probably most watch fans are keen on. But yeah, okay.